This is Shohei Ohtani.
Okay, why would I care? Kind of boring if you ask me.
He's one of the best players in the MLB. With an MVP, a Rookie of the Year, 2 All-Star appearances, a Silver Slugger, a Cy Young candidate, clearly on track to become a Hall of Fame player. But will he be able to keep it up? Well, I'm gonna sim through his entire career to find out. And we're starting off with possibly the biggest season of Ohtani's career, the season before he hits free agency. So if he does well, he'll make a lot of money. Alright, so he's a 98 overall, he's hitting last for some reason. Last season, he had over 200 innings pitched. And to make things even more interesting, if the Angels don't make the playoffs this season, which seems quite likely, Ohtani could very likely get traded at the deadline. Alright, so it's the end of July. I'm gonna sim one more day to see if Ohtani gets traded. He's still on the Angels as of right now. I don't see... Oh, there he is. There is Ohtani, still on the Angels. Let's sim to the playoffs. Ooh, 95 wins. Very impressive for the Angels and pretty surprising too. And a pretty good season for Shohei Ohtani. Batting average is a little low. He can't complain. He had a crazy season pitching, won the Cy Young Award, but he didn't even finish top 3 in MVP, which I find kind of strange. No Silver Slugger. Angels are up 1-0 in the series, tied 1-1, down 2-1, and they lose game 4 and blow it. Alright, let's sim to the offseason and see where Ohtani will sign. In real life, I think he'll go probably to the Mets or maybe even the Dodgers, maybe the Padres. I think he's worth $45 million in real life, but in this game, I think the salary caps out at like $35 million. Alright, so the Angels offered him 9 years, $311.4 million, and let's just sim a few days and see what happens. Oh, the Mets. That's even less money. The Mets signed him for only 7 years, which is still pretty good. Pretty solid lineup for the Mets. Oh, we got Jock Peterson for really cheap, only $3.7 million a season. Oh, the Mets actually got to keep DeGrom. I think the Mets could even win the World Series next season. Let's get Ohtani's first season on the way. Oof, kind of disappointing actually. Only 83 wins, just above 500. At least the Mets got a second wildcard spot. Let's see Ohtani's stats though. Another very nice season for him pitching wise, and hitting pretty solid too. It's a little less home runs than we're used to, but still can't really complain. Alright, so no awards for Ohtani at all, but Jose Barrios finished 2nd in Cy Young Award. That would be nice if he did that in real life. Alright, I wasn't recording, but the Mets lost the wild card game to the Padres 8-4. Let's go to 2025. Alright, 85 wins, which is a bit better. I still expect a bit more, but it's not bad. Ooh, Ohtani's ERA has gone up quite a bit. And his overall's dropping for some reason. Only 30 years old, I don't really understand that. He's hitting similarly to last season, a bit more doubles, and 5 triples, which is actually pretty nice. But let's go to the wildcard game. Oh my. 8-0 loss. That is awful. But don't worry guys, I bet 2026 will be even better. 73 wins. And we lost to Miami. Ohtani did pitch a bit better this season, but his overall is still dropping, which I don't understand. Only 78 wins in 2027. Freddie Freeman's still doing well in his late 30s. 300 batting average, 35 home runs, OPS of over 900. Why can't Ohtani do that at like age 31? The next few seasons, the Mets kept getting worse and worse each year. And on top of that, Ohtani kept getting less at bats. So it's time for Ohtani to hit free agency. I think a change of scenery could do him well. So let's see where he goes in free agency. 1 year, $5.4 million is the offer from the Mets. I think that's pretty cheap considering how high his ceiling is, but that's what he's gonna get. Let's sim to the end of the season. We finish at 500, which is again pretty disappointing for the Mets. Another disappointing season with 0 at-bats. Why do they stop letting him hit? Let's head to free agency. 1 year, $1.9 million. It's whatever at this point. And the Mets actually finished with 92 wins. Let's sim to the end of the playoffs. Alright, I got good news and bad news. The good news is the Mets just won the World Series. The bad news is they demoted Shohei Ohtani to AAA. Doesn't make any sense to me. He had actually a pretty solid season. We're heading into free agency. Ohtani for sure has got to get out of New York. Well, he got out of New York, but nobody signed him. The next 2 seasons went by without Ohtani playing for a single MLB team until Ohtani has officially retired. Now, let's see if Ohtani made the Hall of Fame. Nope.
Texas Vikings, Texas Goats, Texas Stars, New York, New York.
It's a trick question. That's a football helmet.
The Blue Jays.
Jacksonville. Jaguars.